Game of Thrones, I love it.
I watch it, but I don't really love it.
Absolutely love it.
I've seen the first season and then I stopped it.
Are you comfortable with the sexual content?
Yeah, very much. What the fuck are you watching, man?
My parents are also pretty open-minded.
Actually saw the first episode with my dad.
Violence happens. It's a reality. It's a reality.
They really do kill people just for the sake of fucking with us.
They show it to you just as you would expect.
I really like how upfront it is about everything.
It's a Saas Bahu kind of serial, like for that area, because like there are twists and turns, but the story is not that good according to me. But the thing is that you get the thrills while watching it.
The politics in all, I think that's what keeps the show going.
The character has his or her own storyline.
There's always a difference between character definitions of, the television which is being done outside, especially in the UK, and the shit that's done in India.
No one is getting the throne. That is the best thing which I got.
They've picked up this very, king-like, very historic king-like thing and made it like magical. This sort of weird sexuality in the kings and this openness of sexuality. At the same time, this very crude politics being played.
पीरियड ड्रामाज होते हैं एंड the whole fantasy वाला जो aspect होता है I really like that, so I think because of that genre I really like the show, and even the plot is really interesting.
Politics, especially the politics, that's to another level.
I like Ned Stark, but he died. It really is a sort of show where you know that the people that you like might just die. Like Oberyn Martell, that I liked, also died. So I've sort of distanced myself.
Arya Stark. That's my favorite character.
Like I love Jon Snow.
This is Arya Stark. I mean, you can't help but root for this girl. Is the only fighting member of the Stark family going around.
It's Tyrion Lannister. I really like the short guy swag that he has. He's a pretty cool guy.
It's his attitude and his confidence. And he is a wonderful actor, basically, Peter Dinklage.
Jaqen H'ghar, who's an assassin. He's a Bravo Sea assassin who trains Arya Stark.
Tyrion, because he's the best.
Lord Baelish, yeah. He's a pretty cool guy, the only person who did a lot of politics in that show, apart from that piece of shit, what's her name, I don't remember, Cersei Lannister or something.
Tyrion Lannister. Yeah, he's very smart. Like every time he struck somewhere, he finds the way to get it out, to get himself out.
Can't recollect the name, but the actor's name is Peter Dinklage. I really like the way, his dialogue delivery, especially. The way he takes his dialogues.
His brain play, he has been escaping death since the first season. Since the second or third episode, he has, I think, 3 or 4 times he has escaped death. So that's what I like about Tyrion.
It's Arya Stark and Jon Snow. Well, Arya Stark because it looks like she's going to do something good in future. Jon Snow because, well, he knows nothing.
I thought that Sansa and Theon are also dead in the season finale. So I was super pissed off that 6 characters just died off in the last episode and I had to wait for a year to know that what exactly happens after this. Nobody still knows if Jon Snow is dead or not. So I just can't wait for the next season.
Some of the pretty important characters, like 4th season, my favorite was the Red Viper, Oberyn Martell, and the way he died, that just pissed me off.
जब मैंने season 1 देखा था, then I was like trying to list down कि हाँ ये भी है वो भी है, so many characters are getting introduced. So I think it's fine, yeah. If it suits the design, सबको मार दो, क्या फर्क पड़ता है?
I sometimes feel that they really do kill people just for the sake of fucking with us, and that sort of makes it a little hard on me.
That's what keeps you hooked to the show, right? What's going to happen next?
It shows you the deeper part, not just sex, but whatever sex there is related to political acquisition, economical acquisition, cultural acquisition. So it's really important to show why it is happening. And it's really interesting that unlike Indian CDs where usually flowers get together for the night of sexual content, but they show what is actually happening. So it's pretty educating also.
I don't have a problem.
I wouldn't object Basically, the thing is that violence happens. It's a reality. It's a reality. तो अगर होता है तो होता है. ऐसे ही है.
Yeah, I actually like it for the violence. Sexual content तो मिल जाता है यार.
As long as I'm watching it alone, I'm pretty comfortable then.
75% comfortable with it, but not like 25% because sometimes I think it like it's baseless. Like it doesn't really like it is not really required.
If you want to show it, you can. I'm just saying, just tone it down a little of where it's absolutely necessary, where you want to show it, then show it. And the violence as well. I don't think the amount of violence that these people are doing on screen, that's actually necessary.
When two people are doing some sexual thing, no, it's only the part of acting, nothing more than that.
In the first season, it was sort of too much, in my opinion. But then they sort of toned it down only when it was necessary.
It feels like जो titillation of things होती है ना, it feels like that. If it's not required, then I don't think you need to show it. But the scenes where it is required, I don't mind.
To a certain extent, yes, because in the books they have actually reduced a lot of nudity and violent content from the books to the screen. So if they are viewing and if their people are watching, so there's no objection to that. If you don't like it, don't watch, skip the content.
The thing is that people love him. And the thing is, for the show to maintain that level, to maintain that popularity, they'll try to bring him. That's what I think. And I think he's going to come back.
I think that if he comes back, then Game of Thrones will kind of lose its charm. It'll be more like a Hindi TV show then. Because उसी में क्योंकि सास भी कभी बहुती में ही लोग मर के वापस आते हैं.
I wish he does. I cannot say anything about it right now. But he's also one of my favorite heroic characters.
Yes, I am. I'm predicting that Melisandre will bring him back alive.
For him to come back, I don't predict, but I really hope that he does come back.
I've heard certain things, so they might not be predictions, more like what people might already have said or something I might have read somewhere. So no, I don't like to think about it because it kind of spoils everything for you.
Like people are always talking about, my God, Jon Snow died. Fuck, how can that happen? Like it's just like I actually feel like seeing Game of Thrones just to like understand social situations, because a lot of times you're in social circles. Every single person has some Game of Thrones reference that they're throwing around.
Can't think of anything right now.
The waiting which we have to do, like the fans have to do for every season.
Joffrey. I hate him.
There was a lot of excessive nudity which was not at all necessary. Then after that, I don't like the politics of that show as well. Somewhere the point is a little bit missing.
No, there is nothing. Because all things are established in such a manner, no, you're gonna like it.
I couldn't relate to that season. It was too slow to watch that season. You have to waste so many days and hours and months to watch that. I like the seasons which are fast running, and like Sherlock, which is one season, if you watch it, you're like, damn.
I don't know, I never got hooked onto it. And then after some time, like 4 seasons had passed by, and I'm just like, I'm not going to get there. So I just never started watching it. I want to see it, but I have other shows that I'm more interested in.